Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and earlier today we had the release of the official trailer for the Solstice of Heroes, set to go live in the world of Destiny 2 starting next week, July 6th, and going all the way until August 3rd. This trailer gave us a quick look at everything we'll be getting up to over the course of the event. Of course, Solstice of Heroes drops around this time every year. It's always a bit of a summer celebration that comes with its own unique armor set. It's got its own ships and sparrows and all that kind of stuff. And it usually comes with a unique activity tied to the European aerial zone. And this video, of course, confirms we will be heading back to the EAZ for the same activity we've been doing for the past few years. No real surprise there. Ava Levante will of course be returning to the tower to helm the event, and she'll be your central liaison for bounties and everything that's going to be tied in. And for those who've never participated in the Solstice of Heroes and don't know about the EAZ, you'll be able to join high-flying fire teams as you soar across the European aerial zone in search of glory and treasure. The European Aerial Zone, or EAZ for short, is a 3-player match-made activity that tasks players with navigating a floating island off of the European Dead Zone to defeat bosses and loot caches for Solstice packages and Solstice key fragments. The more enemies and mini-bosses you defeat, the more caches you'll earn. Basically, you're dropped into this activity, you have a set period of time to take out just as many bosses as possible. They'll be all over the battlefield. The more you defeat, the more rewards you'll get at the end. Once time runs out, you'll face a final big boss, and then after that, you'll have a bit of a scavenger hunt where a bunch of chests will spawn all across the EAZ. You'll get a quick chance to look at them, memorize where they are, and then you'll have a little bit of time to run and go to each of those chests, where you'll get all kinds of rewards, including, as I said before, Solstice packages and Solstice key fragments. Solstice key fragments can be used to unlock Solstice packages to earn armor, weapons, materials, Solstice gear, and rerolls of the new Compass Rose shotgun, which is going to be dropping alongside this event. You got to see plenty of that in the trailer. Players may launch directly into the EAZ from the tower courtyard by interacting with the mission totem next to Ava Levante, or from the launch node, of course, in the tower's map. And of course, all of this is really familiar if you've played previous versions of the Solstice of Heroes activity, especially the ones that have included the European aerial zone. A part of this, of course, is going to be the new Solstice Gear. You'll be able to earn class-specific Solstice armor and improve its quality by adventuring through a variety of objectives. Once those objectives are fully upgraded, the glow from this legendary armor will guide your fire team through even the darkest of nights. So just like last time, as you play through the Solstice of Heroes, you play through the European aerial zone, and you start to open up those Solstice packages, you're going to get a unique armor set. That armor set is going to start out being common or uncommon, and you'll be completing objectives to basically upgrade it into a legendary set of armor. With these sets, you'll have to complete objectives to upgrade your Solstice armor sets through 3 tiers, with each tier unlocking new armor visuals and effects. Players can view their progress towards each armor set piece by hovering over the armor in their character view. Progress towards armor objectives is only made when the armor is equipped, so you will have to have it on while you complete certain objectives. The objectives on the first 2 Solstice armor sets for each class can only be completed during Solstice of Heroes 2021. However, players may complete their final Magnificent Solstice set objectives after the conclusion of the event. So again, just like last year, you're going to have different objectives on each piece of armor that you'll have to complete to upgrade it all the way to the legendary version. And you're only going to have time to do that during the Solstice of Heroes event. So you got to get that done before August 3rd. But if you finish all but the last tier of objectives, you get your armor all the way up to legendary, then you'll have forever basically to finish those last few objectives. Again, not much of a change from last year's event. But what is new is something called Armor Accelerants. As players complete their Solstice armor objectives, they will gain access to new Armor Accelerants from Ava. Armor Accelerants will increase the progress made towards future Solstice armor objectives for the duration of the event, allowing sets to be completed faster for subsequent characters of different classes. Currently active armor accelerants can always be viewed in Ava's vendor screen, and we're going to have a rare armor accelerator, a rare armor accelerator 2, a legendary armor accelerator, and then a legendary armor accelerator 2 that you'll be able to get from Ava to make completing these on secondary characters and whatnot much faster. Really happy to hear about that. Of course, we've also got elemental empowerment to worry about as well. The European Aerial Zone will have rotated daily featured elements that you'll need to match subclasses and weapons with. And doing so will allow you to generate elemental orbs. Collect these orbs to become empowered and gain temporary bonuses and effects unique to each element. These are going to be available outside of the European Aerial Zone as well, though I do believe they're going to be locked in Pinnacle content according to the Solstice of Heroes guide Bungie put out. But essentially, each day will challenge you to match your attacks to the daily element in order to charge one of 4 unique elemental buffs. On Prism days, however, all 4 buffs can charge, but only one can be activated at a time, so you'll still have to choose your subclass carefully. Now, once you've had your initial playthrough of the European Aerial Zone, you'll be able to meditate at the Statue of Heroes in the tower to receive the rest of your initial renewed Solstice set. From this point on, players will also unlock the ability to purchase bounties, view armor accelerant progress, and claim any additional Solstice of Heroes rewards from Ava. And of course, during Solstice of Heroes, Ava Levante will offer Solstice bounties which can reward players with EXP, Bright Dust, Key Fragments, and Glimmer. And she'll also offer specific rewards in honor of the Solstice festivities for the completion of event-specific triumphs. So, besides the new Solstice of Heroes armor, you're also going to get access to a new legendary shotgun, a new exotic ghost shell, new emblem, and plenty of Solstice packages for you to unlock. And of course, however you feel about the returning EAZ, it not being a rewarding activity was never among the complaints for that. Once you finished getting your armor all leveled up, it became a fantastic resource for re-rolling Solstice Gear and just getting all kinds of other armor drops. So there's going to be plenty of things for you to earn starting next week when Solstice of Heroes 2021 goes live. But there we go, Guardians. That's your quick rundown of the Solstice of Heroes event set to go live next week. We don't currently know what the armor requirements are going to be this time around, but I'd imagine they're not going to be too different from last year. The first few bits of upgrades will likely just require that you play through the EAZ, get headshots, get elemental kills, pick up elemental orbs, and stuff like that. As we start to learn more about the Solstice of Heroes itself, especially with these armor objectives, we will put out more news concerning the subject. But that's everything we know right now. Those are my thoughts. Be sure to leave me yours down in the comment section below. Are you psyched for the return of the Solstice of Heroes? How do you feel about the EAZ being brought back for the 3rd time? Be sure to let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. But I'm out for now. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.